case it's both, but man, that humidity, it really gets you.
The heat also contributes to more active and severe weather too. So as you get moisture with that heat, you can really see some damaging, deadly storms, and that region also dealing with that too.
Yeah,
but
you're still tracking some of that heat out there.
Exactly. The heat, the big picture out there now, this heat wave has just continued for them and will do so likely until about Friday. I do see some relief over the weekend, but a number of states here in the mid-Atlantic and Ohio Valley regions, again, under these heat advisories and extreme heat warnings. Dangerous heat. Again, the heat index also takes into account how muggy and moist it feels out there with some of that added moisture and the humidity. So again, triple-digit temperatures. Here is the heat index forecast. Just take a peek at some of those pockets there, out towards Tennessee, some of the South too, and then out towards some of those Great Lakes states. Very humid out there, feeling like triple-digit weather and just so humid too. So tough to deal with. Also getting some heat out in the Great Desert Basin there, Las Vegas, Phoenix, triple-digit dry heat, but still that heat out there. And for us, a cool 70 degrees. So bittersweet for us. We just have some great cooler weather to enjoy. Meanwhile, a lot of the country is burning up. Now, today's also a special day. This is the 4-year anniversary to the start of our historic heat wave, the heat dome of 2021. On this day 4 years ago, we broke the all-time record high, hitting 108. We had no idea we would keep climbing to 116 on this third day of the heat wave. So this again was historic. It was very deadly in Portland and really tough to deal with. So very happy to see a big change in temperatures. 4 years later, on this day, we're now in the 70s going into our afternoon. So take a look outside. This is out in wine country, the Stoller family estate, cloudy skies, some breaks in those clouds too. That marine layer may not be as thick this morning. There still could be some patchy drizzle, but we'll likely keep it cloudy throughout the morning here in Portland and hover in the lower 60s moving forward. Now, not much rainfall out there. I am seeing a few areas of some lighter sprinkles and showers, some showers offshore too, falling over ocean waters for the coastline, but pretty dry for us in Portland, just those clouds in place right now. So today for the coastline, that patchy drizzle likely for the morning time. We're back to clouds in the afternoon and daytime highs in the lower 60s. In Portland today, we'll hit maybe the upper 60s to lower 70s up and down the valley, slightly warmer down to Salem and Corvallis, lower 70s more likely, but patchy morning drizzle is also possible. There could be some damp neighborhoods if some of this drizzle does fall out of those clouds. But we'll keep it mainly cloudy and cool. And again, by the afternoon, as that drizzle stops, we'll see some fantastic, pleasant and cooler conditions to get outside. So in general, we have this onshore flow pattern here, the upper levels of the atmosphere, that jet stream pushing in from the west, not really ushering in any cool or hot air. It's just a very mild pattern for us. But we see that coming to a close as we start to build up high pressure, and that broadens and strengthens as we get to the weekend through early next week. So I do see a heat up beginning. We'll likely push towards the 80s, even the low 90s going into early next week. Check out the temperature trend here. Average highs for the end of June should be around the mid-upper 70s, and we're a little cooler than that today and tomorrow. So enjoyable, pleasant in the 70s, but then that heat works in. You'll want to use the AC, break out the fans again. We will see temperatures likely in the low 90s. Monday could be our hottest day of the stretch, but we are back in the upper 80s to lower 90s. Here's our future cast. We're pretty cloudy heading into today, but we start to break out of those clouds as we get our way into Friday. So decreasing clouds tomorrow and fairly dry too. Looking at the weekend and beyond, I don't see much rainfall, and temperatures will continue to hover in the 80s going into next week.
All right, Kelly, thanks so much.